No foot could endure it. Shoes are too thin. Broken glass. Broken bottle. Heaps of them burn. Over those fires, no one could walk. Flaring acids and variegated bloods. The city burns tears. A gathered lake of aquamarine begins to smoke. The city burns guilt. For guilt disposal, the central heat must be this intense. Diaphanous lymph, bright turgid blood, spatter outward in clots of gold. To where run, molten in the dark environs, green and luminous silicate rivers. A pool of bitumen. One tycoon, wept by himself, a blackened moon. Another cried a skyscraper up. Look! Incandescent, its wires drip. The conflagration fights for air in a dread vacuum. The sky is dead. Still, there are creatures, careful ones, overhead. They sit down on their feet. They walk. Green, red, green, red, green, red.
Floating space city, ship hangar. Sparks fly out of a well-worn spaceship. Busy at work is a female welder, dressed in a protective helmet and apron. The welder stops, checks her welds, then slides her mask up to reveal Space Vixen, former space pirate turned bounty hunter. She tugs at her welded structure. We can't quite see what the structure is, but she looks pleased. Her wrist unit beeps. She checks the readout.
From Kantavious, new bounty, big bucks. K.
She taps the wrist unit, but it doesn't respond. She taps harder.
Stupid! Why won't you just work?
Interior seedy bar, night. Nasty aliens from across the galaxy cause a ruckus. Horn, scales, made of light, light. Existence takes on new meaning as anything from the dark recesses of space is welcome.
I just feel like sometimes people don't really know me.
Space Vixen goes through her normal night. Space Vixen sits alone, plowing through a large plate of animal ribs.
Hey, buddy. Looking real good.
Space Vixen gambles with some tentacled aliens. She loses, freaks out, pulls a knife, and charges the alien.
You cheating son of a bitch!
Space Vixen sways as she sits across from a giant alien. They drink shot for shot in front of a large crowd to see who can last the longest. The giant alien wavers heavily as he downs his drink, turns the glass over on the table, then Space Vixen. She recovers slowly, moaning while rubbing her face and belly. Space Vixen grabs her glass, brings it to her lips. Space Vixen turns the glass over, then swings for the giant alien. He misses wildly as the giant alien passes out. Before she can connect, the two tumble to the ground. Space Vixen jumps up, arms raised. Instantly, Space Vixen throws up all over the giant alien. The jeers from the crowd burst out of the bar. Lester Monvies holds out a small device in his hand. A large Earthian, deep gray, large-muscled, with streaks of blue veins that run along the outside of his thick, rhino-like body. The Earthian takes the device.
And my children.
Under the guiding hand of Apollo, please, you must allow for the merger.
The device sprouts legs, then crawls up to the head of the Earthian. It burrows a small hole, then the device implants itself into his head. The Earthian's face distorts as the nanotechnology merges with his own physiology.
Welcome to the age of evolution. Welcome to Apollo's hands.
The Earthian heads straight for the bar. Space Vixen's broken wrist unit beeps. She looks down, trying to read it through the broken pieces. Bounty arrived. The Earthian's photo ID shows on the readout.
What are we looking at, Helene?
3 warrants confirmed ID. Threat level 57.
57? Mama like. Bring up his vitals.
Accessing.
Artificial intelligence my ass. Helene, you're worthless.
Okay, bye.
Space Vixen stands on the table, shouting across the bar.
Hey, stupid!
The entire bar turns to look at her.
Not a lot of self-confidence in the room. Guys, self-education is the key to happiness.
Space Vixen jumps off the table and meanders through the partying crowd. Space Vixen arrives at the bar, where the Earthian and another large, dumb alien sit next to each other. The large, dumb alien motions to himself.
You're so precious. No, I mean
Space Vixen taps the Earthian.
He's an Earthian from planet Earthstar.
Oh, hey, welcome back, Helene.
Space Vixen pulls out a large electric taser.
Got any more helpful info? Sorry, bro.
Space Vixen unleashes the taser into the Earthian, who remains motionless.
And the Earthian raises genetic oddities, and that they're powered by magnetic energy, making them impervious to.
The Earthian stands as electrical impulses course through his body. He pulls the taser in closer to absorb the power. Space Vixen flashes a smile, then snaps into a dead sprint. The Earthian roars, and electricity sparks as he chases Space Vixen out into exterior floating space city streets. Space Vixen cuts, dives, and dodges the swiping arms of the Earthian. Lightning shoots off the Earthian as he passes by anything with power. As Earthian passes under electronic suns, explosions of sparks shoot off, streaming towards his electrified body. Space Vixen veers around the corner. The Earthian stumbles and crashes. Ahead of Space Vixen, her spaceship sits, with the back cargo bay doors facing her.
Helene, the doors.
The doors on the side of the ship open.
The other doors.
The cabin doors open.
The back doors, Helene. Back doors.
Space Vixen checks behind her. The Earthian is hot on the tail and coming fast. Space Vixen stops to face the charging Earthian, with her back towards the opening cargo bay doors. Space Vixen pulls out her holstered laser. Waits. The Earthian is almost on her. She fires at the ground. Dust and debris fly up, creating a cloud. The Earthian lunges for Space Vixen. She collapses backwards, letting the Earthian fly straight over her into a large metal cage she was welded previously. The contained Earthian screams as he swipes towards Space Vixen. The Earthian misses by a fraction of an inch. Space Vixen sprawls out on the ground.